You probably think that you're going to get successful if you just half-ass it. If you work a few hours a day, maybe someday you'll own a Bugatti too. You think to yourself, what I'm doing is enough work. Spending 5 hours a day on YouTube or Instagram, that doesn't really matter because I'm still putting in 2 good hours of work. You're lying to yourself. And I'm hoping that this video will open your eyes to that fact. I'm not just trying to call you out because I think I'm better than you. This is actually the mindset that I used to have as well. If you're watching this video when it uploads, I'm probably still not successful. But if you've come from my Instagram or some of my other YouTube videos and gone back in time to see what I used to be like, here's a little time capsule into my mindset from March the 23rd, 2024. I used to think that I would be successful. I used to think that if I did a little bit of work here and there, that someday I'd be rich. I've spent the past 12 months thinking like this. Do you know where that's got me? Do you know how much money I've made in those 12 months? Nothing. But I would comfort myself whenever I'd see a video that would talk about your progress is slower than others because you actually have morals. Other people are scamming, robbing, stuff like that. And I'd watch those videos and it would make me feel better. Because I'd be able to say, oh yeah, look, my progression isn't as quick as other people only because they're doing something wrong. Only because they're cheating. Except I realize now that technically I'm the only one that's been cheating, and I've been cheating myself. I've been lying to myself, trying to make myself think that it's all going to be okay and that I'm going to be successful and I don't need to work harder than I am now. But it is all a lie. There's so much time in a day. If you're awake from 8 a.m. till 10 p.m., that's 14 hours that you could be working every single day. Forget about weeks, forget about days, forget about the weekend, forget about months. Every day is another day to work. You have 14 hours to work. But I am guilty of wasting probably 7 hours a day doing nothing. Spending a few more hours every day being productive, thinking that I'm going to get rich. So if you're in this same mindset that I'm describing right now, watch this video, understand what I'm saying, and make a real change. But if you're watching this video and you're thinking to yourself, well, it's harder than you think, it's harder than people say, it's all bullshit. That's your mind trying to be comfortable. That's not actually you talking. It's not reasonable. You know when you say it that it's not a reasonable thing to say because it is as easy as it is to say. All you have to do is stop wasting time. The easiest way to fall into the trap of wasting time is to not be conscious. When you're making conscious decisions and you're actually thinking about exactly what you're going to do, you'll never actually waste time. When was the last time you decided to spend the next hour or two watching YouTube? You've probably never actually thought to yourself, from now on, I'm going to watch YouTube. You probably just sit down, pull out your phone, and watch YouTube. There's no conscious thought on whether or not you're actually going to do this activity, which is what you need to learn to do. Every single thing you do, you have to actually mean to do it. That's how you stop wasting time. If you cannot bring your mind to decide on doing something, do not do it. If you're thinking about relaxing, your mind's telling you one thing, your body's telling you another, a different thought's telling a different thing, don't relax. If you ask yourself if you should be working right now, the answer's probably yes. And if you can feel that the answer's yes, then get to work. Once you become more conscious in your daily activities, everything you do will be a conscious decision. You'll stop wasting time, and you'll start to become an assassin. Every task you set out to do, you'll actually do it. And every task you set out to do, you'll start to complete it. Before you know it, you'll be a trained assassin. You'll get stuff done when you say you're going to get it done. And it all starts with being conscious. The other thing is to understand your actual goals. I used to think that my goals were to be rich, successful, like Andrew Tate, but I never actually thought about what I wanted. Everyone always says, if you follow your passion, you'll be successful, or if you follow your passion, you'll never have to work a day in your life. But I don't feel passionate about anything. The only thing that I'm actually passionate about is cash. I don't care how I make the cash, only that cash is made. There is some Chinese billionaire who sells rocks and concrete. Do you think that man cuddles up to rocks and concrete in his bed at night, making love to them? No. All he cares about is cash, and he's doing that through what's working, and that's selling rocks and concrete. So, I'm passionate about cash, but what do I view as actual success? And I've boiled it down to this one simple idea. It's the ability to experience what you want, when you want, with who you want. So I'll give you some examples. If I want to take my parents out to a dinner every day of the week, I can do that. If I want to go on holiday and go to a different country for a month, I can do that. If I want to race Lamborghinis around a racetrack with my friends every weekend, I can do that. That is success for me. Being able to have an experience I want, when I want, with who I want. The way I see it, having money is cool. Spending money is actually fun. Spending money on experiences is even better. Because if all you do is you work until you die, saving and saving money, was your life really even worth it? What experiences did you get from working all your life saving money? Did you provide any cool new experiences to your friends and family? If not, then that's probably wasted potential. I'm 19, and I know for a fact that there are other 19-year-olds out there currently partying, getting drunk, taking drugs, wasting their weekends away, blowing all their cash. Maybe it's fun, but I couldn't care if it's fun. I don't want fun. If you drink every weekend because you think it's fun, that's fine. I could not care if you changed or not. In fact, I'd recommend you to continue to waste away your weekends and to not work hard, because that makes it easier for me to succeed. The less competition I have, the easier it is for me to win. So if you do not work and you do not try and take the money that I'm trying to make, I couldn't care. And the other thing about being 19 or younger or up to 20 or whatever and wasting away your weekends is that there's this simple chart that I saw, and it simply showed that from when you're born to about 22, you slowly stop changing who you are. So when you're a baby, it's incredibly high because you're constantly changing who you are and learning new things. By the time you reach 22, you stop changing who you are. From the age of 22 till most people retire at about 65, almost no change happens. Once people retire, change starts to happen. So seeing these people wasting their times and their weekends because they're teenagers and they can have fun, they'll sober up when they're older and they'll work when they're older, they're defining the habits they're going to have until they retire. I recognize this. I understand this, which is why I'm working. My 18 to 21-year-old self does not really exist. Me currently, I exist. I don't exist to have fun because that's not what I want. By the time I turn 22, I will be a millionaire because that's what I want. I don't want quick, temporary pleasure. That has no use to me. What does have use to me is millions of dollars in the bank. You may think I'm cocky or arrogant, saying that you're wasting your weekends on alcohol and drugs and women. But I'd sit here and say that you're the arrogant one. You're too arrogant to even listen to my argument. You're too arrogant to understand my side of the argument. And you're too arrogant to understand that you're destroying your life. And the thing is, most people can be successful. There's only ever 3 things stopping someone from being successful. You're either too stupid, which no one actually is. You're either too arrogant, which 90% of people are, or you're either too lazy. Again, probably 90% of people are. So if you can let down your ego, your arrogance, and you can actually get to work, you can be successful. But most people think that they're better than everyone else because they have ego and arrogance, which allows them to let themselves not work hard because they think that they're already better. I'm not wasting my 18 to 22-year-old self. So instead, what am I doing? I am learning, and I am building skills that will forever make me successful. I'm learning to run businesses. I'm learning how to read books. I'm learning how to play chess. I'm learning how to kickbox. I'm learning how to conversate with people articulately, persuasively, to effectively communicate my ideas and emotions, to persuade people into agreeing with me for things like sales and also just general conversation. Because that is the most important skill that anyone could ever have, sales. Now again, you may think that I'm a complete idiot. If you look at every single billionaire, they've all had experience in sales. In fact, everything that you do is sales. If you want a job opportunity and you're going in for an interview, you're in sales. You're selling yourself to the employer. You're selling your abilities and expertise to the employer. When you go to sell your car, you're selling your car. You're persuading them to purchase your car. When you talk to someone at a dinner, you're selling who you are as a person. If you're trying to network with them and connect with them, you're selling who you are as a person. You're selling your expertise, you're selling your knowledge so that they see you as a valuable asset to keep around. If you cannot sell, you cannot succeed. I have a goal in mind. I have the ability to be conscious and make conscious decisions. That's all I need to be successful. If I make conscious decisions in the correct direction towards my goals, I will eventually reach my goals. I guess it's the tortoise and the hare. Most other people are the hares, thinking that they're better than everyone and that they're going to be successful and that they don't really have to try, they'll just do a little bit here and there and that they'll win. But they won't. It's the person who wakes up every day and works and works and works and works and works and works. They're the ones who will be successful. No fast tracking, no skipping lines, just hard work, consistency, dedication, discipline, those will be successful. Yeah, that is the video. So thank you for watching. I hope that you have opened your eyes to potentially your arrogance or to your laziness, and that you're gonna start making conscious decisions from now on to improve your life daily. If you did like this talk, like the video, if you want to keep improving your mindset, or if you think that I will be successful and you want to see how, subscribe to this YouTube channel, because I will tell you exactly what I do to be successful. I do not gatekeep because I don't care about gatekeeping. All these other online gurus have this persona of who they think they are. And they'll tell you, this is what I did, this is a little bit of what I did, I ran this business, I ran this business, but they don't actually show you anything. And I'll explain to you why they don't do that. These other people can be replaced. That's why they don't tell you to get to where they are. Because realistically, all they have is a lot of money. So if any other teenager or 22-year-old had a lot of money, they'd be the exact same person as that guy. But you can never replace me. Not because I'm some special billionaire child that's gonna be some huge, crazy rich billionaire, but because you cannot ever be me. If you have all the money in the world, you still cannot be me. So I will share with you how I get successful, and I will actually break it down. That is my promise to you. So subscribe, like the video. Thank you for watching. Peace.